So I cloned myself using Invideo AI. I wanted to see if AI could actually clone me, not just my face, but my voice and my candles, my personality. So my goal was to create a digital twin. So I use Invideo AI, a platform that says it can do just that. And let me tell you, the results were not what I expected. They were shocking and frankly a little bit terrifying. What I found in this experiment goes way beyond just saving time. It touches on what even means to be a creator. In the age of AI, you are going to want to see this. For every video you see me post, there are hours or sometimes days of working that happen behind the scenes. So there is the script writing, the research, the fighting, and the lightning doing multiple tasks just to get a sentence right, and then the long and the edit part, and it's a green. It's that paint point for the creators that we all know exists, but we don't really talk about it. We love making stuff, but the amount of work involved can kill consistently and your growth and sometimes your sanity. And that's the problem I wanted to solve. So I started to think, what if I could automate the single most time consuming part of my workflow? So actually record myself. What if I could just write a script and have an AI that sounds exactly like me narrated? No more messing up lines, no more waiting for my neighbor's dog to stop barking, no more spending an entire afternoon in a hot room talking the lens. And it sounds like a dream. So it would be a way to scale my content, be more consistent, and free up my time to focus on the actual ideas. That's when I decided to test out Invideo AI. It's one of the big names in the AI video, and its voice clothing future has been getting a tons of buzz. The promise is simple: give it a quick sample of your voice, and it will create a digital copy of you and can translate a narrative and any video you want. The whole platform is built to be super user friendly, even for total beginners. So my goal was simple, just also kind of nuts. Could I make an AI version of myself that wasn't just a decant copy, but convincing a double? Could my digital twin narrate this very script, and would you even able to tell the difference? So I was skeptical. And the most AI voices have the robotic sound, and they miss the little imperfections, and they talk in unique ways that we don't talk. So they just don't sound like human. But the tech is getting better and terrifying speed. So I had to know. So I dove in to see what would happen. I set out to create my clone, and I'm going to show you today right now. So this is the full page called Invideo AI that I'm gonna show you right now. We're going to check out see the tools. So try it for free. Just click here, try Invideo AI, create your account, sign up right here. I'm gonna click here and you can check out the new tool available right now. So this is the site where you can sign up and create your account for free. So I'm gonna show you what's available right now. Let's check it out right now. So these are the things available. You can check out the new version. Now it's live. If you click here, it's going to show you the new version of AI in video. So you can create your voice and you can choose avatars like I did. So let me show you the examples. Then I'm gonna go back and just share my experience about Invideo AI and how I created my clone in the Invideo studio. You can see only online video editor, video college, Instagram, picture video, online Facebook ad, and video impression video streamer, and social media templates, advertisement video, and so many tools. So let me get back to the story and I will tell you how you can create your avatar in Invideo AI. Okay, the first step in creating my digital me was to sign up and get into the Invideo AI platform. Now, right off the bat, you should know that while Invideo AI has a free plan, the voice cloning feature is a premium tool, so it's on their paid plans, which kick off around $20 a month. This makes sense. It's one of their most powerful features. For this experience, I was more than too willing to pay, so the potential payoff, getting countless hours of my life back, seemed well worth the price. So once I was in, starting the voice clone was surprisingly easy. On the dashboard, you find the voices section and the clicking on the text right away where you need to go. So there is a big friendly button says add voice, and this is where the magic is supposed to happen. So the platform gives you a very clear instruction for the voice example needs. So this isn't just about getting a clean recording, it's about quality control, and the most important, about the consistent. First, the recording has to be at least 30 seconds long. These give you the AI enough data to learn your voice and unique quirks, your pitch, your tone, and your rhythm. Second, you need to use your recording gear. They don't get super specific, but the message is clear. Garbage in, garbage out. A muffled recording from your phone is noisy room will give you a muffled, noisy AI voice. So I use my usual podcasting microphone in my studio to give an AI tool is best shot. So the tool's requirement is the most interesting. You have to say a specific phrase in your recording. For example, I give you AI video permission to use my voice. This is a huge ethical check. It's stop people from just grabbing recording of someone else, celebrity, a friend, whoever, and cloning their voice without a permission. You have to verbally opt in, which is a really responsible move by Invideo. So I sat down and I recorded my sample. I just read a few paragraphs from my book and trying to speak naturally with normal pauses and inflection. And I didn't try to be perfect, so I wanted the clone to sound like the real me. And of course, I clearly stated the permission phrase, and with my audio file, I uploaded it. A little window popped up with a few checkboxes, and again, this was all about the consist. I had to confirm things like this is my voice and have the right to use it. And this was in simple. It includes the permission to clone, and it felt a bit signing digital contract, which is pretty much what it was. So I clicked my sample looks good and the process kicked off. So the load bar appeared as the AI started analyzing my voice, and I gotta admit it, this is when the suspense really started to build. So I felt futuristic and a little weird, and the algorithm was literally discussing my speech, breaking it down into data and points could be put back together to say anything. It took about a minute, maybe or less, and that it was done. A new voice profile showed up in my voices section, and I named it an AI host, and just like that, my digital twin was born. It was ready to go. The whole process was so smooth and fast secure. But now for just a real test, what would it actually sound like? So this was it, the moment of truth. My AI clone was ready, and it was time to put it to the test. So I decided to give it a simple job to create a short 1 minute video about the struggles of being a content creator. So it just felt right. The video prompt I gave in Invideo AI was straightforward. Create a 1 minute YouTube video about the struggles of content creation, like burnout and the pressure to be a consistent, and make the tone relatable and slightly humorous. So I used the AI host voice for the narration and add subtitles and use inspirational background music. So after I typed that in video asked a couple more questions to clarify. I picked the health seekers for the audience and the inspirational field just to see what it would be. Then I hit the generate video button. So the system took a few minutes to do these things. It was writing a script, finding a stock footage, timing and edits and adding music, and most importantly generating the narration in my clone voice. So I just watched the progress bar creep across the screen with the weird mix of excitement and the fear. So what it was awful or worse, what it was good, it was creepy. So finally the video popped up and I put on my headphones, I took a deep breath and I just hit the play button. So after that, the first thing I heard was the background music, something gentle and uplifting, and then the voice started my voice, and I was expecting, and it wasn't that I expected. So here is what I said in the video. I would feel like you're a content treadmill running faster and faster. Just stay in the same place. Welcome to the life of creator. It's just a world of incredible highs, but also, let's be honest, some serious burnout. The pressure to be always on, creating always engaging, it can be a lot, but here is the secret. It's okay to take a break. Your creativity needs to recharge, so the step off the treadmill, breathe, and just remember why you started. Your next great idea waiting just around the corner. So I just started at my screen. I was stunned, and it was shockingly good. The pacing felt natural, and the tone was almost perfect. It had that casual, informative style I go for. It didn't sound like a robot. It sounded like a person, and it sounded like me. So my gut reaction was a mix of things. I was blown away by the tech, first of all. The huge part of me was real thinking about all the time I could save, but another part of me felt an actual chill. There was a smoothness to the AI voice, an unsettling lack of imperfection. My real voice has a tiny hesitation and little pitch changes, even when I'm reading a script. So the AI voice was flavorless, too flavorless. It was like a photo that's being airbrushed so much it looked weird. So it was a deep uncanny. So it had my voice, but did it have my soul? The answer, I was starting to think I was very complicated. No, and that was the most shocking part. All of So after the initial shock wore off, I put on my analyst hat to really break down what happened here. So is that true future? Can this thing actually replace me? Let's get into the good and the bad and the weird things. First, the pros, and they are huge. The biggest pro, without a doubt, is the speed. The amount of time this saves you just why. To scrape, record, and edit audio for 10 minutes, the video can take me 2 or 3 hours, and that's on a good day. With Invideo AI, I could get high quality voiceover done in just a minute, which is a game changer, especially for channels to do faceless narration tutorials or news updates. It makes possible for people with an expensive microphone and radio voice to make professional sounding content. So the second big pro is the quality of the clone itself. Like I heard, not just some generic robot voice, it actually learns how you talk, and the intonation was surprisingly human. It seemed to know where to put emphasis in a sentence and when to pause, and in the sample video, it can be very easy to create and it's user friendly as well. For a lot of users like marketing videos or presentation, the quality is honestly more than good enough. So the third pro is just how easy the whole platform is to use. From uploading the sample to getting the final video, every step is super easy. And being able to type the comments, like delay the second sentence or just make it funny other way. And AI is going to help you make it easier for new creators to just get started. And now for the cons and the unexpected results, because this is where it gets really interesting. So the biggest con is what I'm calling the winner of the perfection. The AI voice, while technically amazing, just doesn't have the little flaws that make a human voice sound like real. So there are no tiny stumbles, no small beats in a weird spots, no change in any energy when you get tired during a long recording. The AI gives you a perfect, even performance every time, and weirdly that's what makes it feel like fake. So it's like a difference between a live concert and a studio album. Both are great, but one has a raw human energy and the other just can match. So the second coin is the limited emotional range. My test script was pretty simple, but I doubt the AI could handle more complex emotion. Could it sound genuinely excited or deeply just sad? So, or sarcastic, I don't think so. They are just copying patterns from a 30-second clip and just doesn't understand the meaning of the words. That this was the biggest shock for me, realizing the soul of the voiceover isn't just the sound, but the feeling and the intention behind it, and that's something AI, at least right now, can clone. So finally, this all led to the most unexpected part, the initial question it raised for me as a creator. Using this feels like making a deal with a devil. I get insane offensive, but what am I giving up? I'm losing a piece of my direct connection to you, my audience, the voice you're hearing right now. So it's me in this moment saying the words. There is awareness there. I think the whole point is the creator viewer is a relationship. Handling that over to algorithm feels like step toward the world where all content is the same and more focused on a production scale than personal expression. Could I use it for a whole video? I mean, yeah, probably. Would it feel like my video? I'm not sure about that. So its shocking result wasn't a failure, it was a creepy success. And Invideo AI cloned my voice, but it couldn't clone my presence, and that's a small difference in everything. So after all this, what's the final result? Can Invideo create a perfect digital clone and take over my channel? Hell no. It really just depends on what you are trying to do. If your goal is to pure efficiency, making polished, faceless content as a scale, then yes, Invideo is the revolutionary tool for social media. It blows the doors open for your video creation and it can save creators hundreds of hours of editing for marketing agencies, businesses, making training videos even, and things like guided meditation or news recaps. This tech is a game changer for sure. The voice clone is so good that most people won't be able to tell the difference, especially with the music and the visual objects as well. But if the heart of your content is your personality, your specific delivery, your humor, and the real connection with your audience, then the answer is hard no. Not yet, not anyway. The AI can copy the sound of your voice, but it can't copy your spirit. That uncanny perfection creates a small but important gap between the speaker and the listener. So it's an amazing tool for sure, but it's not a replacement for the human at the center of the work. For me, this was the whole thing was I built and wanted to get to know more. So I can definitely see myself using this tool, maybe for editing, making short clips, or just project where my personal voice isn't the main event. It's another powerful weapon in the creator arsenal, but will I be handling my channel on my own? Absolutely. So the process of speaking my own words, messing them up sometimes and sharing them directly with you is part of the journey. I'm not ready to give up right now. So this technology is moving at an incredible speed. The gap between human and AI is so close and even getting faster. So it is just the valuable thing that you do as a human. And that brings me to you. So what do you think? In the side-by-side comparison, could you tell the difference? Would you use an AI clone for your own stuff, or would you feel like you were just losing something important? I'm genuinely curious to hear what you think. So let me know down in the comments. And if you found this experience interesting, do me a favor and just hit the like button. And if you want to see more deep dives into AI tools that are changing everything, make sure you subscribe and turn on notification so you next time don't miss what's next. So thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one.